is a healthful recreation that the whole family can take part in and enjoy together all year round.
You know, when people think about bowling, they tend to think about this amateur pastime from the 50s. But you got to remember, in the 70s and 80s, professional bowling was bigger than football. I mean, forget Walter Payton and Joe Montana. I mean, bowlers were the rock stars of sports.
Billy Mae Dempsey may just be the best bowler to ever grace the lane. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, just bowls. He may not be the flashiest player in the PBL, but the pins don't know the difference.
That's right. They call him Dead Eyes Dempsey for a reason. Larry Hauberger, folks, one of the crowd favorites here on the tour.
Nobody loves the sport of bowling more than Larry. And the fans love him right back.
Rick Kenmore, one strike away from a 300.
He's done it again. Another perfect game for the bad boy of bowling, Rick Kenmore.
Who's the man? Love or hate his flamboyant style, you can't deny his skills on the lane.
So bowling had a pretty good run.
Who's the man?
But, you know, along came Michael Jordan and Mike Tyson and Andre Agassi and Brett Favre, Bo Jackson, Wayne Gretzky, and, you know, Tiger Woods, Ken Griffey Jr., Charles Barkley in that '92 Dream Team. Jesus, it was awesome.
Jordan with the behind. Save. Here's Kerr. Yes.
Anyway, the point is, bowling started looking like a pastime stuck in the past.
Oh, too bad.
You know, times change. And if you can't keep up with your audience, they're just going to change the channel.
A gut-wrenching day for the PBL family. Rick Kenmore will throw the final ball on the final telecast of the PBL.
A fitting end, considering Rick's father, the great Stan Kenmore, won the first tournaments on the very first telecast back in 1962.
He needs a strike.
And that heartbreaking final pin left standing means Billy Mae Dempsey defeats Rick Kenmore to become the 1992 PBL champion.
That final match in '92, that was it. That was the end of the PBL.
From all of us here at the PBL, goodbye. Forever.
Goodbye.
Waiting for the wind to die down. No, I like Florida. I mean, some people would say I'm a little on the young side to like living in a retirement community, but I like that. There are a lot of old people here, and I like their games. Yeah, this is a house. My wife designed it. Here's her woman cave. And yeah, she likes Alf a little bit. I don't care for him. I think he's disrespectful. I don't care for the way he talks to his host family, but she loves the bad boys. Hey, honey.
It's never gonna change. Stan Kenmore is always gonna be more famous than Rick Kenmore, because Stan Kenmore made bowling what it is today. Cheers. Hey, old man, you still alive, huh? Didn't hear me. Here you go, Dad. Show him your trophies. And this is what I grew up with.
These are mine, not his.
My dad was the best there ever was.
Stan Kenmore. They call him the Stroker, the Pilgrim, the meat from Missouri, an ace in the hole on any bowling roster.
That's all I knew growing up. So when I got old enough, I decided to rebel against everything my dad was. I became the exact opposite of my dad in every way I could.
That's you.
chance at bowler.
Yeah. And I'm a rebel bowler.
Right, but wouldn't the opposite of a bowler be not a bowler?
No. It would be a rebel bowler. Losing to Billy May in the '92 finals was one of the most devastating matches of my career. I just wish I could have another chance to beat him on TV to prove I'm as good as my dad.
Yeah, I made a lot of bad choices in my life. If the doctor said, hey, buddy, you got a year to live, I'd be like, hey, doc, make it 3 months. I don't got enough money to make it out the year. I grew up in and out of foster homes. It wasn't until I started bowling that I found my real family. Here is a 4.5 for you. Bowling means everything to me. This is it, Wall of Fame. There's Dave Husted, legend. Oh, man, Rick Kenmore. I lost to this guy first round back in '90. What a guy. Billy May Dempsey. Best in the world.
What about that one?
That was the last time I ever professionally bowled. Charlie Scragg had to back out last minute because his wife went into labor last second, but man, what a night.
If you're just tuning in here, we're watching Larry Harburger, who's off to a bit of a rough start.
Well, that's right, Ernie. Larry's already won this match by default, but what should have been a victory lap is turning into a nightmare.
He just can't seem to pull it together here today.
Oh, and he leaves another open frame.
I don't know if it's nerves or what. This is a fall from grace if I've ever seen it. And another gutter ball.
We are witnessing a complete and utter meltdown.
I've never seen anything quite like this. This is Larry's last chance to break 100. He needs 2 pins to do it. Oh. And Larry ends the day with a 98.
Which is gonna be the lowest winning score in PBL history. How do you recover from something like this?
Well, it was kind of hard to show my face around the circuit after that. I thought I'd be working that Pro Bowl forever, but now I'm just trying to find a safe place to park my car at night. I know things will turn around for me. I know it will.
Big news today from the world of professional bowling. The PBL is returning to broadcast television. 3 former Pets.com executives have purchased the Professional Bowling League and hired a veteran ABC sports producer to bring bowling into the modern age.
My job is to give the audience what they want. And I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want analysis. They don't want statistics. They don't want color commentary. They want heroes and villains. They want someone to cheer and someone to boo. They want me to give them a story, okay? And that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Here we go again. Back to the circus.
Paula says if I win this year, I can paint the whole house brown. White's just, what am I, a punk rocker?
Well, the good news is that I don't have to pack the car.
And do you feel ready to make your return to professional bowling?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, everybody, come on, let's go. We got a couple seats down here. Let's go. We are fighting a global fight for a share of people's TVs. We need to make this sport more exciting. You are not losers. You are not dorks. You don't suck. What you do is not stupid and worthless. I don't give a shit who tells you that. I don't care if it's your kids, your wives, your parents. You go up and you tell somebody you're an athlete, that asshole shouldn't be laughing. You're bowlers. By the time we're done with this, you're going to be proud to say it. So, Rob, how the hell do we do this? I'll tell you. It's called storytelling, folks. And it ain't rocket science. I mean, look, we already got our good guy, Billy May Dempsey. Where is he? Right there? Billy May Dempsey. And we got the guy that everybody loves to hate, our resident bad boy of bowling, Mr. Asshole, Rick Kenmore. There he is. Where is Larry Hauberger? There he is. Larry Hauberger. We all know Larry Hauberger. We can give him a hand. Huh? We all know Larry. Down and out the last few years. We know how he squandered his last check that he ever won. We know that he pays alimony to a woman he never met. We know that basically he's pissed away every opportunity that's come his way. That's Larry. But if Larry Hauberger wins this, it's going to be the greatest underdog story in the modern sports era. Now that is a hell of a story. So Larry, come on up here. You are going to be our comeback kid. What do you think? Try that on. And for the rest of you assholes, I'll figure your story out later.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are witnessing a truly historic event. It is the return of professional bowling to national television. This is the road to the championship.
And it won't be an easy road for these bowlers who have arrived from all over the country.
The field begins with 130 athletes, but only 64 will pass this qualification round and move on to compete in the tournament season.
Fail to make the top 64, and you're going home.
And who to begin but Larry Hauberger. Remember Larry Hauberger?
Who could forget? His last television appearance is bowling infamy.
Well, I know the fans are just as anxious as we are to find out if this one-time champ can make it back on the tour roster and prove that he has what it takes to be the comeback kid. We're rooting for you, Larry.
And welcome back, Rick Kenmore from Delwood, Missouri, still trying to fill the enormous shoes of his father, the great Stan Kenmore.
He opens with a strike.
Great lane level, look at it, hustles right into the pocket.
Five-step delivery, high back swing. Wow, look at the loft there. Working on a four-bagger.
And he punches out in the 10th to finish with a 256, earning him a place in the top 64.
The bad boy of bowling is officially back. There he is, folks, Billy Mae Dempsey from Inverness, Florida. One of the greatest to ever play the game. 31 titles, back on the lane and looking better than ever.
Light pocket hit, carries a shake.
Ooh, man, that's 10 in the pit for a hedgehog in the 6th.
Coming into his final roll, and boom, he goes off the sheet with a 10-bag.
A Bahama Llama, as the folks in Ohio would call it. That's going to be hard to beat. So there you have it, folks. The top 64 players who are moving on to the tour. And no surprise, it's Dead Eyes Dempsey, once again at the top of the leaderboard.
This is Sports Radio 660 KFan Phoenix. We're back, and Amy, I'm wondering, did you see the bowling match this weekend?
Wait, hold on. Hey, Grandpa, wake up. Mike wants to talk about bowling on the show.
I'm serious, Amy. Bowling is back. This is crazy. You got to check out this guy, Billy Mae Dempsey. This guy is incredible. But there's no talking Billy Mae Dempsey without talking Rick Kenmore. Let's go to the phone. Caller, you're on.
Yeah, people want to talk about Billy Mae Dempsey or Dave Kress or whatever, but I'm all about Rick Kenmore. The dude is the sickest bowler.
Could not agree with you more. Thank you, caller. We're talking bowling. It is sweeping the nation. We're taking your calls right now.
Honestly, it's going better than I could have hoped for. Our ratings are climbing. Our sponsors are coming back. I mean, it's almost perfect.
What do you mean, almost?
Well, I mean, could Billy Mae be a little bit more camera-friendly? Yeah.
You know, Chad, sometimes I wonder what's going on behind those dead eyes of his.
The world may never know.
Is it helpful that his biggest fans are the 65 and over demo? Not really.
And a shout out to Billy Mae from his friends at the Twilight Bowlers Retirement League here in Orlando.
But on the other hand, thank God for Rick Kenmore.
Ricky Kenmore strutting his stuff.
I mean, that son of a bitch, he's got everything. He's got the looks, he's got the attitude, he's got those daddy issues. Come on. Every stop on the tour, there's a line down the street of people looking for his autograph.
It's Rick Kenmore.
He's a goddamn star.
Who's the man of the game?
I am, you guessed it, why not? Who knows, I do! Never talk to me about before! This guy is me, that's how I know you know! Suck my sack!
That suck my sack. That changed everything.
Yeah, when I'm on TV, I just try to project a positive image. Certainly don't say S my S. Honey? It's ready.
It honestly doesn't mean anything sexual. It's just like a fun thing to yell when you're proud of yourself. I could see how someone would think it was sexual and get offended by it.
Like, if they thought sack meant ball sack, they might think that.
Right.
Well, here we are at the last round before the championship. And it looks like Billy Mae Dempsey's going to slide easily into next week's final.
And with that, Billy Mae Dempsey is heading to the championships in the first seed position.
Well, if you were looking for drama, folks, you found it right here as Rick Kenmore is facing down a 2-10 split, looking to turn it into a turkey sandwich.
That's right, Pat. Not an easy shot, but a bird dog here, and he heads to the finals as the #2 seed. Incredible! Rick Kenmore's done it. He is going to the championships.
Suck my sack, Billy Mae! I'm gonna beat you on TV for the whole kielbasa!
Wow. Billy Mae and Rick in the finals. I mean, that's everything you could have hoped for. Everything. Billy Mae Dempsey is probably the best bowler, but Rick Kenmore, well, he's what bowling needs.
The PBL Championship has reached its final destination. Today, live from the Baltimore Convention Center in the heart of beautiful downtown Baltimore, Maryland. Our two contestants are vying for $185,000 in prize money.
It's the 2003 PBL Championship.
Rick was the first to arrive today, so he gets to decide if he wants to bowl first or second. He's going second.
Big crowd here as Billy Mae Dempsey makes his first approach. And we are underway.
And he starts things off with a Jersey squasher.
Rick Kenmore steps to the line. Let's see if he can answer.
And stay down, mama! Woo! Hey, you! Sounds like somebody beefed over here.
I don't stink.
Billy Mae throws a Brooklyn on that one, but great pin action, and the head pin sweeps the king.
Man, this is shaping up to be a classic cranker versus stroker showdown.
Rick is right in the pocket.
Takes care of all 10.
He is getting fired up here tonight.
Oh, the 10 stick is left standing.
Getting interesting. Getting interesting.
He rides the lightning to close the frame.
Ooh, late pocket hit with a paralyzed 8-pin left standing.
Rick's got to be careful. Billy Mae could pull ahead here.
He crushes the washout to pick up the spare.
Kenmore is coming into this frame with a double. Another strike, and Rick makes it a turkey.
Suck my sack!
He's letting Billy Mae know he's here to win.
Make it a ham bone for Billy Mae.
Kenmore throws a boomer.
Yeah!
Dempsey's last roll. Great pin action, and Billy Mae strikes out in the 10th and will end with a 19-pin lead. Rick Kenmore will need a perfect finish to beat him. Well, it all comes down to this. Billy Mae finishes with a 266, and now Rick Kenmore must answer the call with 3 strikes to win.
That's right, Pat.
Come on, Rick, don't this up.
It's a high pocket splasher, and that's 10 in the bit for Kenmore.
I'm gonna beat you on TV, Billy Mae!
No, you're not, I hope.
He needs another strike to stay in the game.
Quick look back to his dad. Rick really wants to show his papa that he can win that whole kielbasa.
He must strike here.
Deep breath. There's the setup. 5-step delivery. Good wrist action. Can he keep it going? Oh, he leaves the 10-pin standing.
And that means Billy Mae Dempsey from Inverness, Florida, has won the whole kielbasa and is your 2003 PBL World Champion.
So congratulations, Billy Mae Dempsey, on your 2003 PBL Championship. Billy Mae, how did you get to be such a darn good bowler?
Well, it's all just mathematics, really.
Men, a few words, as always.
Yeah, since I was a kid, my father would go off on these benders for weeks at a time, and he'd keep my sister and me locked in the basement so no one would know he'd left us there and try to come take us away. And I'd pick up these little pebbles and try to throw them through the window and hit a street sign across the alley, try and get somebody's attention, anyone's. Bring us food, bring us to a government building. But no one lived around there, so no one heard. So, yeah, I guess to the kids out there, just practice.
Wow. Okay, here's your trophy. There it is.
Friggin' 10-pin.
Friggin' 10-pin.
Wouldn't go down. What are you gonna do?
Me and my dad have actually been spending a little more time together, working on our relationship. I mean, my dad's the king. That's just how it's always gonna be. And if he's the king, I guess that makes me a prince. A rebel prince.
Yep, after the championship, Paula thought I might have some emotional issues I hadn't dealt with, so I started seeing a therapist. And it helped for a while, but I realized that working out my problems was hurting my bowling and my pétanque, so I stopped going. Can't have that.
I guess I was just hoping it would be different this time around. You know, that I would actually get to be the comeback kid. Then I realized maybe not everyone is cut out for professional sports. I just kind of like regular bowling. It's a fun game you can play with your friends and everybody can have a good time. Anybody can win. Even me.
All right. Come on, we're having a good time. All right.
Dead-Eyes Dempsey.